Who doesn't want their garden to look beautiful throughout the entire growing season? That means even late in the season. So how about 5 perennials that are easy to care for, and of course, since they're perennials, are going to come back every year, that you can integrate into your garden for beautiful bloom late in the season. Let's start with these daylilies. This is one of my favorites. Blooms really late. It's the latest one I have here at the farm. It's called Autumn Minaret, and the scapes can grow up to 6 feet and plus tall, making a striking display. Now for the second perennial I'm suggesting that you use in your garden for late bloom is this one. It's called Gastache Blue Fortune. It's wonderful. It's been blooming for almost 3 months in my garden, and it will continue right up until fall. It's the perfect plant for attracting pollinators and butterflies. And I love the color. It goes so well with yellow, which brings me to number 3, Goldenrod. Now, I know a lot of people think goldenrod causes hay fever. It really doesn't. You may know it as a Native American plant, of which it is, but there's some wonderful garden cultivars you might want to consider, like this one called Fireworks. Each one of these little sprays of flowers look like, well, fireworks exploding in the air. And it's a very, very hardy perennial. Okay, perennial number 4. Ornamental grasses. There are a lot of them to choose from. I just love the textural contrast they can bring to a garden or a patio or terrace, particularly when you grow them in a container like this. I'm growing them more and more in containers because I think the look is really great. This is a type of perennial fountain grass, but there are lots of different types out there to choose from, so make sure you add some of these to your late flowering garden. Now the 5th late blooming perennial I want you to know about is Russian sage. You may already know about it, sometimes called Pavrovskia triplicofolia. I prefer to call it Russian sage. And this time of year, it's just finishing up its first round of blooms. So we're in zone 8A, and what I typically do toward the end of summer is I come in, and that's sort of the end of July, early August, and cut these stems back to about knee height like this. We will get a huge bloom again in October. So by cutting this one back, you're going to get gorgeous blooms well into the fall.